Wobble wobble wobble. This is downtown Adrian J with the Kicking Sounds in London town. I always say London town is not London town. I used to say Guelph when I was on the radio, and it should be really Mississauga, but I don't really give a crap. We're in the garage. It's wet and rainy outside, and this is an ongoing problem with BMW indicator lights. Don't go away. Okay, gonna go to the car. We're in the garage here at the moment. This is going to be part of a series because I have a feeling there's going to be some issues. So basically, I'm going to try and put some links below or in the video, depending on how I'm editing it. Basically, there was an indicator malfunction light that came on. Now, for most of us who've been mechanics and doing stuff, we know we change the bulb out. It's not that hard, but we also know that on BMWs that it's harder than most cars. They make it harder intentionally because they don't want you to work in the car. Now, telltale sign on old style cars, traditional cars, when you have an indicator bulb which is about to go out or blows. Now, they are incandescent bulbs. I don't know if I've got a spare one here that I can show you, but basically you've got a bulb, you've got a filament, the filament blows out. Take the old bulb out, put a new bulb in it, about 10 bucks, it depends, 10, 20 bucks. Same thing with the headlights. Now, with newer technology, they have LED lights, so there's no filament to blow. It's a solid state device. It's a piece of silicon, sends a current through, lights the light up. So in theory, and this is what people do, they upgrade their lights, as you do in the houses, from incandescent, what we call incandescent bulbs, to LED bulbs, because they last longer, number one. They use a lot less power. Now, in a car, you're not necessarily interested in that. Sorry, there's the plane going over, so I hope you can hear my voice over the plane. They use a lot less power. Now, in a house, that's very important for you because if you have incandescent light, say a 60-watt bulb or a 100-watt bulb, they draw a lot of power. Now, if you can replace, say, if you've got 10 bulbs in your house and they're all 60-watt bulbs, that's 600 watts that you're using. Right, so your electricity bulb goes up. So basically what you then do is you put the same output of 60 watt, but only taking, say, 10 watts, 60 watts you're using. So that's why we use it in-house. In the car, okay, I guess you want to use less power. It's more about longevity. But they're very expensive. If you have to change an incandescent to an LED, if an ordinary bulb is, say, 2 bucks, incandescent might be 20 bucks, but you're not replacing it every couple of years. And also, another thing which blows light is continuous on and off in. So if you keep a bulb on continuously, incandescent, the filament stays at a temperature. There's no hot, cold, which breaks the filament. Not the case with LEDs. You can put them on, off, no issue, right? Now, that being said, with incandescent bulbs in a car, what generally happens is because it's a flasher, right? So that's why indicators tend to go first, or brake lights, because you're constantly putting them on and off. The filament heats up, closes, heats up, cools on, heats up, and the filament breaks. Not the case with LEDs. Now, if your bulb blows or is about to blow, this is what happens on a car. You may have noticed this. You know when you put your indicator up or left or right, you'll hear it go click, 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 click. That's the flasher switching the bulb on and off. It's not the bulb. You're not hearing the bulb. You're hearing there's a relay and it going click, 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 click. Now, when it's about to blow, now you've got 4 bulbs. Let's just say you've got 4 bulbs, 4 indicators, right, on one circuit. Now, if one is gone, what happens is the relay flashes quicker because it's got less resistance. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 ohms, say. Now there's only 3 ohms. So electricity, the current can go more. So you'll hear a click, 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 click. Okay? Then you go out, you look, oh, my indicator light's gone out. Okay? Sometimes they then took that to the next stage where you would get a little indicator to say that there was a bulb out, and you just had to go around and look and check the bulb, and you check the bulb. BMWs are the same thing. They have intelligence. They will say left bulb out, right bulb out, dim, brake, whatever, bulb's gone out, and you go and replace it. Now, 2 years into car ownership, and you know that things are going to start to break, you know, the replaceables like bulbs and headlights and things like that. So for a past month or so, when I've been driving the car, what's been happening is when I indicate up, which is right, I think, left is down, right is up, you'll hear click, 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 click. Then it'll go. Didn't really pay too much attention because it wasn't permanently happening. So I'm thinking bulb is going to go, and I'm automatically thinking how hard is it to change a bulb on this one? I don't know. So yesterday I was driving the car. You got the same click, 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 click. But this time, as on the 128, I got a warning. I can't remember the exact warning that came on. It was something like right rear indicator malfunction or something similar to that. Really sorry about the planes. I hate this place. It's right over the flight path. So I got, bulb's finally blown. Okay, so I got home, switched the engine off. You had the indicator on the iDrive. So I said, okay, let me go inside and I'll check. So then I did some research. Guess what? BMW have done it again. So what I'm not sure, and I'm pretty certain on these cars, on my car at least, is what I call pre-LCI and post-LCI. Okay, it's LCI and pre-LCI, which means it's the an update. So when I look at new TIS, and that's a website where you can look to get information, it will only go up to 2019. This is a 2020 car, although its prod date was 2019. And it shows incandescent bulbs. Okay, it showed a couple of different types of bulbs. So I'm thinking, okay, so I asked, one, is it under warranty? Two, how hard is it to do? And I was Googling around. Then someone said, welcome to the club. This is an ongoing issue with BMW for all the 2 Series, right? These bulbs are LEDs, and with LED bulbs, they don't blow. I mean, they can blow, but this is what happens is it'll either blow or won't blow. Okay, it will either work or won't work, right? I guess it's the same as the incandescent bulb. So I did a little bit of research. So I came outside. Let's just double check if it's then on. Sure enough, I switched the ignition on, checked the indicators. All 4 indicators are working. So there's something else going on. Now there is an ongoing issue, which should really be a recall, where this fault comes up. It says error, right rear indicator or left rear indicator malfunction. Okay, more than likely BMW ain't going to fix it or be able to fix it, right? So what also happens is when you have the malfunction, switch the engine off, leave it for a little bit to cool down, starts up again, no problem. That suggests to me some kind of thermal issue, like either current or the connection or the bulb or some kind of issue there, or even a module. Now, BMW will do one of 3 things. They will either replace the LED bulb, they will replace the light unit, or if there is another thing that could be happening is there could be an issue with the wiring. There's like a socket which plugs in, and I want to check to see if that's like overheating. Okay. What I want to do is, before I take it to BMW, now what that comes on apparently every now and again, not all the time, that error function. Okay, so it may happen again, it may not. So this is why I'm saying this is kind of a series I'm gonna do on the channel. So this is what I'm gonna do today. Okay, I'm going to get into the car. I'm going to pull up a screenshot of Vista to get the right code and save it, because if I need to take it back to BMW, I can do. And secondly, I'm going to, after I've identified which light is faulty, I'm going to take out the light unit, which is fairly an easy thing. It's actually apparently a fairly easy thing to do. and look at the LED bulb to see, okay, to see if there is anything I can see. Sometimes pulling the plug, but unplugging things helps. Sometimes unplugging the LED in and out can help. Don't know if it will. And I can also check the things. So then if it does come in, I can at least, if I do take it in and they say there's nothing wrong, I can say, listen, I've taken the light unit out. One of the terminals are overheated, bent, blah, 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 blah. So that we're going to do. So I'm going to get a slurper drink, go into the car, I'm going to get a screen grab, and then I'm going to show you. So don't go away. So, really weird. What I'm going to do is, at the moment, and because it started to rain, I'm going to not do anything. Seems stupid, but I actually have done some stuff. I've pulled off the codes, and I'm going to do some bit more investigating on the codes. ISTA says that, interesting, there's a short, something like that, because it kind of tells you, and I'll see if I can get a screw grab. But all 4 lights work. It shows an error, but it says cannot be detected at the moment, so can clear the codes. But I'm not going to clear the codes yet. You can do individual tests. So I did individual tests and they all work, except one for the hazard flasher, and that works. But there's a test for the light to come on for the hazard flasher, and it doesn't. But it does work. Don't know. I may clear the codes and reset. So the module that looks after lights is called REM, R-E-M. So what I might do is reset the module. But it's kind of, if things are working, leave them working. I was just interested to see if anything happens. So what I'm probably going to do next time, if this does crop up again next time, I'm going to get ISTA back on there, pull some more codes, and I'm going to restart the program unit. I'm going to restart a REM and clear all the codes out. So I'll do that. But you see, the lights are working absolutely fine. So we'll leave it like that. There'll be a few screenshots in here, and maybe hopefully next time I'll have some software to show you how I'm actually working in it. And as you can see, right and left are working fine. So I don't know. So I'll put some links in the video, and we'll monitor this. But it looks like there is an issue with something happening. So yours truly, the BJ and J, saying peace anytime. Out of here like a thief night. Take care. Bye for now.